Hey, poday, it's Швед again. Если вы хотите посмотреть русскоязычную версию гайда, ссылочка внизу. And if you're an English speaker, then welcome to the Anomic Mission Guide from Juan Marius and Warriors Tribe Corporation. Today's topic is Anomic Angel or Angel Burner. Let's begin. So, as I said before, today's topic is Anomic Angel or Angel Burner mission. I must say that I've recorded most of the footages I will show you today some time ago, but all these fits and strategies are still working pretty well. This video also contains some strategies that are not my personal invention, but it's more like an experiment to reverse engineer a strategy out of what I see on my kill board. I'm talking about the Chinese guys especially. As always, I will make some chapters so you could navigate through my video easily. And a little bit more about those experiments that I've mentioned. It's not a big surprise that when you live in 0-0 space, or especially in NPC 0-0 space, it happens sometimes that another runner decides to kill you, or otherwise you decide to kill another neutral runner living in the same space. And once I've managed to catch and kill the full pack of my neighbor runner's ships, and when I went to the Z-kill board and tried to realize how does he do anomic missions with this pack of ships, I couldn't do it. So I asked him personally, and what he did, he just gave me a link to the Chinese YouTube called Bilibili or something like that, and there was a guide of how you do anomic missions with a setup based on tracking disruption. There was 2 retributions with webs and turrets and crucifier. While other missions like any of Anomic teams or maybe SERP looked like easy peasy, an Angel Burner didn't look typical, so that's why an experiment was necessary. But let's stop talking and move along. So, the first thing I would like to show you today is something typical that should be familiar to everyone, and this is a dual web daredevil with no prop mod. You may see this one is armor fit, there is also a shield fit. I will copy all the ship fits into a file and then put it into the description so you could just copy paste all the fits. So let's see what we have here. This exact fit is taken from a guide called One Daredevil All Anomics, so that's why this one is so expensive. So we have 2 neutron blasters, 2 faction webs, because we need those webs for another refits of this daredevil. We have cap booster to boost our cap, and we have 2 magnetics and some tank, which is an armor repairer, a faction armor hardener, and also have all our rigs for our armor boost. What I do is I just enter the mission, then I web with both my webs this burner Dramiel, then I apply my DPS and start to boost my armor. I do not start cycling my rep overheated right from the beginning. The first reason is that I just save my cap this way. Another reason is that it helps to heat my modules longer, because if I heat the modules, they can overburn and then be useless. So let's see, we need only a few seconds to finish this Dramiel actually, and the thing I should say is that it looks pretty easy, and it is, but the bad thing about this fit is that it has no prop mod at all. So in 0-0 space, if you get into a camp with a dictator, you will die 100%. It gives you no chance to get away. The second footage in this burner guide is about Angel Duo. It's duo daredevils, like a couple of them. When I ask myself which ship actually fits this mission best, it's obviously a daredevil for various reasons, like it has a lot of DPS, it doesn't take a lot of skill points to get it into a daredevil, and the main thing is that bonus to the web. Here you may see the fit. I will surely link all the fits into a file. After a lot of testing, it is pretty clear to me that you still need two webs to stop Angel Dramiel good enough to kill it fast. But we have only 3 mid slots in this Daredevil. What do we do if we need MWD or at least AB to get out of some camps that you may face in 0-0 space? So I came to this. If I can't take one Daredevil with 2 webs, because I won't be able to fit prop mod, why not take 2 Daredevils? And as you may see, it finish this duo finish this mission much faster, and it is more safe to fly with this couple. This part of video tells about my unified method of making any of anomic missions, even anomic teams sometimes, but I mostly use it for regular ones. So it's trio that is consisted of 2 daredevils, almost the same to what I've shown before in my duo footage, but this one has a logi. So Anomic Dramiel is a pretty short fight while using these 2 daredevils, but some of other burners like maybe Darkblood or else are not so easy to kill. And the logic gives you an opportunity to keep your daredevils alive while the Dramiel or other burner being killed. And even more, you can scale this one to a lot of daredevils that will make missions fast. As I previously said, Angel Burner is an easy fight most of the times, and now we've covered almost all the effective tactics that I use, all the fits. One additional fit I will link into a file and put it below the video in the description. Now it is the time for an experimental part. This is the setup that I've received from a Chinese runner that live in Fountain and run with me in the same space. This setup is consisted of 2 retributions fitted like this. It has AB, lasers, web, remote trap, some of tank. Actually, it's Omni tank. It gives you just flat resist map. All the rigs here are hyperspatial optimizers. The main issue about this setup is that in original video that you may try to find at Bilibili, which is Chinese YouTube, the Chinese runner, he doesn't bring a crucifier to this mission, and he just use these 2 retributions to trigger Dramiel do the thing that is something like he warp into a mission with the first retribution, then he start to break distance for some time, and then he warp with another one. And after he land into a grid, he somehow makes the Dramiel to move through the straight line from one retribution to another, which makes transversal really low, and it dies really fast. But as soon as I don't know a word on Chinese, I cannot figure out the explanation that follows the video. That's why I decided to make this experiment. The first experiment was even without a crucifier, and one of my retributions died at that attempt. The second one was with the crucifier in the grid, but also I lost a ship. So the third time I tried to bring the best I could, and it is Deacon. And Deacon, it gives me an opportunity to try figure out what maneuvers should I perform, and what are the triggers actually for this Dremiel. And after some time this Dremiel will die, obviously. But the thing is that in this footage I control a lot between my three windows, and what I'm trying to do is try to figure out how do I act to make this Dremiel move as necessary. But to be fair, I didn't make it. After some time of struggling hardly in this setup, I've realized that Dremiel is doing what I expected him to do right from the beginning. I didn't let the chance to just go and finish the Dremiel in few shots. What is still mystery to me is that how do you trigger this behavior of a Dremiel, and I want to challenge you a bit. If you know how this setup actually works, or maybe you just know Chinese language, then please write this into comments, or PM me through Discord, or maybe in-game, any way you like. Anyways, if you feel strong about solving this Chinese setup mystery, I would appreciate any help, and after finishing this whole guide about all burner missions, I strongly desire to make an additional video with all the weirdest ways of solving burner missions, and call it something like how to kill Angel Burner with a baseball bat and a fork, or something like that. So if you're in a helpful mood, then may the helpful buzz be with you guys. As I expected, the Angel Burner guide is the shortest one, just because the mission is the shortest fight ever between all of the burner missions. If you like these videos, if you like this guide and you feel good about it, want to support, then please use your thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will know that I should make more of these videos. Type a comment, which burner should I take for the next guide, and hey do guys, see you next time.